Dear Chairman, dear Speaker, and dear colleagues, in front of us we have the usual terrible, horrifying events. Usual is bad wording to say that, but these terror attacks at Zaventem Airport and Malbec metro stations on 22nd of March 2016, in which 32 people were killed and over 200 were injured, and 45 until now, until our day, remain in hospital with extremely severe injuries. It deplores the loss of innocent lives and expresses sympathy and solidarity with the families of victims on all those who suffered in those inhumane attacks. If you remember, the Assembly expressed strongest condemnation of terrorism in all forms and recalls its previous resolutions relating to terrorism, in particular Resolution 2090 of 2016, combating international terrorism while protecting Council of Europe standards and values, and Resolution 2091, the same year, on foreign fighters in Syria and Iraq. In this context, it's noted that the barbaric terrorist entities known as ISIS or Daesh has claimed responsibility for the Brussels bombing. So, how we will proceed every time, dear colleagues, with terror attacks against us, and the critical mass is mounting, but not critical mass of knowledge among our professional institutions. Law enforcement agencies, they are keeping their secrets inside of every country, even inside of every law enforcement agency, every intelligence or counter-terrorist agency. They have their, of course, achievements fighting terrorism, but they have their professional secrets. And yesterday at night, I saw on TV screen the pictures about the last bombing when one of the terrorists were employed for 4 years. Can you imagine 4 years at Brussels airport, like trying to search his future field of terrorist activities, being employed like a person. So it's a question, where are our agencies? And our critical notes, it's not critical notes about Belgium. Don't accept that we are criticizing Belgium specially, and we are having a special behind us conspiracy to say few words that Brussels airport, Belgium international infrastructures should be should be safer and should be better defended against possible terror attacks. It's about everyone. But in the same time, we cannot go from one report to second, to the third report, to the fourth report, and to the fifth report, talking about most horrible ideology after Nazi ideology, that is jihadist ideology, overbooked with hatred. And finally, we should do something with our courtyards where the terror attacks are planned from time to time in Middle East, from time to time inside of our, some of part of our communities. And we should go and work with an environment very closely, not losing our political correctness, but doing that like Democrats, not limiting freedom of the speech, but doing concrete measures, not being afraid that democracy should be under defense. Democracy should be under defense, while we don't want that our classical party system will be destroyed. We have our left, our right, central parties, liberal parties, green parties, and all terrorist attacks have only one target: to find a niche for them and destroy our stable political life. And I would like to say, everything what was mounted after French Revolution and Droit de l'Homme Declaration our, let's say, secular civil societies built, gender equalities, human rights, all those treasures mounted in Europe, and now they are under attack. So in this case, not making any panic note in that, not making any history about that, but we need to take measures and be united behind all classical spectrum of our political respectful parties should be behind that. So we try to do the report about Brussels attack and say something encouraging and trying to be behind the idea that our professionals should work more professionally, and our governments should be more focused on the front of education, not letting formed those ghettos inside of our communities, where in some of them you have perhaps heavens of most horrible ideology after Second World War. That means jihadist hatred ideology, and this ideology now is against the regular Muslim community too. So it's not only against our societies, but against normal Muslim community too. So in this case, report goes through. It was prepared in 3 days. I would like to say thank you so much for all team behind and all political groups who supported, and all your very wise remarks to that. Thank you so much. Thank you.